this message is just for you. You are good enough. This is the episode for you. Good morning and welcome to today's video from me, Emily Richardson, at the Language Confidence Project. I'm here every weekday just to remind you that you are a whole person learning a language. And no matter what your language journey looks like, it's yours and you're doing a great job. And today I want to talk about another falsehood that I see around the self-development sphere way too often. And that is that if you really wanted something, you would be going all in. If you really wanted it enough, you would be pulling out all the stops by now. And putting aside all the obvious circumstantial reasons as to why that's unfair, it can also lead us to feel like if we're struggling, if we're dealing with procrastination or anxiety or doubts or just that like horrible, sticky, treacly feeling where we feel like we just can't get ourselves to deal with the task at hand, then maybe it's because we don't want it enough. And if that is you today, I just want to pop in and remind you that quite often, the bigger the dream, the bigger the mental resistance that comes with it. Because the thing with big goals is they take a lot of effort. And we don't even know when we start how much effort or for how long. It's easy to dive in and go full pelt on something for a day or a week or a month if there is a deadline, an end point, but languages are longer term than that. And while I would love to have the discipline, the motivation, and the creative energy to be able to achieve the same amount every single day, I can't. But some days I can do more than the average, and some days I can do less than the average. And so I've found that I'm going to need to be able to plan for cycles or seasons of high and low energy and high and low motivation. You just cannot sprint the whole way, no matter how much you want it. And also, especially for something like language learning, there is no clear path or blueprint. And I've spoken about this before in other videos, in other episodes of the Language Confidence Project, but I have found that the single biggest obstacle to my own productivity is having to make decisions. Because you aren't just doing the thing, you're wrestling all the self-doubt that there's another way, another option, or a better way to spend your time or energy or money. And finally, the bigger the goal, the more importance you have probably attached to it. The longer you've been doing it, the more traces of you there are in there. The tasks and the targets, they aren't just things to be ticked off your to-do list, they really matter to you. Along the way, they got heavy with your expectations. Procrastination is often a stress response, and there is a reason that people often say that procrastination and perfectionism are two sides of the same coin. Perfectionism says this isn't worth doing unless it's perfect. And procrastination says, well, whatever I do right now isn't going to be perfect. I can't deal with this right now, so I know what I'm going to do, literally anything else. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means that you care so much it's paralyzing you. So if you are frustrated with your language learning today, or you feel like you just really can't get going, or you're wishing you were just a more disciplined person, I see you. It's normal. Annoying, yes, but very, very normal. So when the feelings of resistance come, don't let the world tell you that you don't want this enough. Sit with those feelings, plan for them, and recognize that no matter what you do, they will be spending some of your journey with you, because we all get them. But you are doing this, you're doing something wonderful, and it will pay off. Have a wonderful day, good luck, and I will see you tomorrow.